Hey everyone, welcome.
Have you ever felt like your own brain getting hijacked?
That feeling is not an accident.
Actually, it's a well planned design. And today, we are handing you the blueprint.
Hey everyone, welcome to Mind Unplugged. I'm Vanshika.
And I'm Pranav. If you're watching this YouTube video, the chances are high that you're holding one of these in your hands.
This little device has become such a huge part of our lives, right? But have you ever wondered why it feels so hard to put it down? Like you know you should be studying, you know you should be sleeping, but you just can't stop scrolling.
It's like our fingers have a mind of their own. Today, we are diving deep into the psychology behind that irresistible urge, why social media is designed to keep you hooked, and what it's doing to your brain.
So let's start with the brain's most important chemical, which is dopamine. Everyone calls it the reward chemical, but as psychology students, we know it's a bit more nuanced than that. Dopamine isn't actually about the feeling of happiness when you get something. It's about the excitement and the motivation that you feel before you actually get it.
Think about when you're waiting for your favorite food to arrive. The actual eating is great, but that anticipation, the smell, the thought of it, that's a huge dopamine hit, right? Your brain is saying, keep going, that is worth it. Now imagine social media. Every single notification, every new post popping up, it's like a little mystery box. Your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine just from the potential of something interesting being there. A new like, a new funny video, a message from a friend, or even a soft porn content.
And social media apps are experts at triggering this anticipation loop. The endless scroll feature, that's literally a dopamine vending machine. You never know what is coming next, so you keep pushing for just one more scroll and one more hit. But if the anticipation is natural, then why are phones specifically so addictive compared to, say, waiting for your exam results, even though both of them involve anticipation?
That's where the two-part addiction recipe comes in. Social media has perfected these two ingredients that make it incredibly potent. First, ease of access. Think about it. Your phone is always with you, in your pocket, next to your bed, literally in your hand right now also. There's zero efforts involved in opening an app. Compare that to reading a book. You have to decide to pick it up, open it, and focus.
Exactly. And the second part is speed of reward. This is the most important part. If you're studying for an exam, the reward, say a good grade, is weeks or sometimes months away. It takes sustained effort for a desired reward.
But on social media, you post a picture, boom, instant likes, instant comments, you scroll, you boom, instant new content. There's no delay. It's an immediate gratification system.
This combination of super easy access and super quick rewards creates an unstoppable loop for our brains. It's not a fair fight against our willpower when these apps are literally designed by smart people to leverage our brain's natural tendencies.
Now, even with all these instant rewards, have you ever noticed that you get less excited about things over time? Like the first time you got 100 likes, you were ecstatic. Now, 100 likes might feel just okay.
Totally. It's like that feeling when you first start playing a new game and you're totally obsessed with it. But after a while, even if you win, it doesn't hit the same. This is thanks to something called the hedonic treadmill. Imagine you're on a treadmill. When you first get a positive experience, like a bunch of likes, your happiness level spikes. But your brain quickly adapts to that new normal and then it becomes your baseline.
So, to feel the same level of excitement again, you need an even bigger stimulus. You need 200 likes, then 500. You're constantly running harder and harder on this treadmill just to stay in the same place emotionally. Social media is an expert at keeping you on this treadmill. The infinite scroll, where content never ends. That's literally an endless treadmill, you know. You keep scrolling, seeking that next bigger hit, but your brain just adapts, making you chase more and more of the same feeling.
It means that we're constantly searching for something new, something bigger, and always expecting more, but often ending up feeling drained rather than genuinely happy. It's a chase that never truly ends on these platforms. So, this sounds a bit overwhelming, right? Like our phones are smarter than us. But the good news is, once you understand how these systems work, you can literally outsmart them.
It's not about having insane willpower. It's about changing the environment. Here are two simple psychology-based hacks you can try right now. Hack number 1. Add friction. The apps want to be super easy to open. Your job is to make them slightly harder. Delete the apps like Instagram from your phone's home screen.
Better than that, delete the app completely and only access it through your web browser if you actually need to. That tiny extra step of typing in the URL and logging in, that's enough friction for your brain to pause and ask, do I really need to check this right now? And it breaks the automatic reflex.
Exactly. And hack number 2. Silence the cues. Those notification pings like ting, they are like little dopamine triggers. Go into your phone settings right now and turn off all non-essential notifications, especially for that social media.
The first few days might feel strange without the constant pings, but then you'll notice a huge difference. You decide when you want to check your phone, not the apps demanding your attention. You are back in control of your focus.
So the next time you find yourself endlessly scrolling, remember, it's not a moral failing on your part. These apps are incredibly well designed to tap into our basic human psychology.
But by understanding the dopamine trap and the hedonic treadmill, you can empower yourself. You can choose to be the controller of your phone, not the other way around.
What's the app that gets you most stuck on the hedonic treadmill? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you found this deep dive interesting and helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Mind Unplug and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss our next video.
Thanks for watching everyone.
We'll see you next time.